What's going on, fam? Out here in the garage working on the old VT 1100 Shadow. I'm motivated because I talked to my Ace Coon Boone last night, who is coming to Florida for Bike Week. First time ever that we will be together for Bike Week, so I'm real excited about that. So he's looking into renting a bike because he's from California, and from California to Florida, that's a long ride. So might as well rent a bike. But because it's the Daytona Bike Week, they're very expensive. This has motivated me. I was already working on my second bike, but this has really motivated me to try to get this bike running to save my boy a lot of money, number one, and then secondly, I just need to have it running. I should not have let it sit as long as I let it sit. Just no excuse. Busy, working, life gets away from you. But I just wanted to take a minute and show you guys what happens if you let a bike sit too long like an idiot, like I did. Some of you already know the results, but in the fuel shutoff valve, for example, take a look at this. Look at this piece of gunk. This is part of what came out of the fuel shutoff valve. There's no way that fuel could pass through the fuel shutoff valve. And if you look right here, all this crap came out of the fuel shutoff valve because I let it sit too long. So right now I've got the carburetor parts soaking. You can let them soak 3 to 4 hours. You really don't want to let aluminum parts soak in this solvent any longer than that. The floats are in good shape. I've torn the carburetor completely down. If you look right here, the springs, I don't know what these things are called, these diaphragms that come out of the carburetor. The VT 1100 has 2 of these. The floats won't actually go in there, but and I'm not sure what all this is, but the carburetor itself, right here. Now, we still have a major problem at this point because this right here should turn, and it's stuck. You see, it's stuck hard. So before I can get fuel through the carburetor, I got to get that loose. So I'm going to let this soak till about 11 o'clock tonight, and then tomorrow I'll come out here. Tonight I'll pull everything that's in here soaking right now. So if you take a look at what's in the solvent, so you can see all these parts that belong inside the carburetor, but all that's in solvent right now, trying to get all the crap off of it. If we stop and take a look at the bike's completely torn down. Carburetor's like the heart. You guys already know that, but as you can see right here, this is where the carburetor goes, and somewhere up under here is the fuel pump. These have electric fuel pumps on them, so I've got to get in there and get that fuel pump out. The reason I want to get that fuel pump out is because if the carburetor is that clogged up, the fuel shut off, the fuel pump's got to be bad, the whole tank's got to be bad, so I've got a lot of work to do, but I have about a month to get this done. So I'm pretty excited, and this might as well sit here and soak while I work on the fiberglass. I did my first lower yesterday, and you can see that right here. This will all be painted, but it's starting to dry. I did not use enough. I didn't use enough hardener. I'm not a fiberglass guy, so needless to say, I messed that up. But I'm gonna put a little bit more hardener in there, and that will allow me to put another coat on it, and hopefully that's going to get that stuff out of there. So just wanted to give you this update. I'm real motivated now to get this thing done so that when my boy comes, we can go ride in style. We're going to ride either way. I got to put another ECU, electronic control mod, ECM, I'm sorry. Put an ECM into the Gold Wing. Gold Wing's right here, full of dust because I've been sanding so much out here, but looking forward to Bike Week as usual. So stay healthy, fam, and I will be in touch. And you know who you are, my Ace Coon Boone. Didn't want to put your business all over the radio, all over whatever. But anyway, we'll talk.